Hello. It's been a while. I apologize. Also apologize. That's my hamper right there. Um, Laundry days in a couple of days. But yeah, it's been a while. Been traveling a lot. Um, have a relationship, have a girlfriend overseas in Mexico. But I've been appearing. Oh, wow. What is going on? Oh, okay. All right. Had a little technical difficulty there. Yeah, want to come back. Um, as I was saying, am I still alive? Yes, I'm still alive. It's been a while. It's been a while. Have a relationship in Mexico, but I haven't been completely gone. Oi, oi, oi. What is going on? Okay, freezing up back and forth. I don't know what's going on. But quickly, it's been I have been on Will's show. I've been on Tottenham Away. I was even on Henry Wright's show one time, so I haven't been completely gone. But just with work commitments and stuff, it's been really hard in the middle of the week. But I still chat with the regulars on WhatsApp chat. Sometimes I tweet on Twitter. But I have a lot to say. Um, was angry a couple hours ago. Probably can't see in my face, but very upset. There's a lot of things that I'm going to discuss tonight. We'll go as long as we can. My goal maybe an hour, 30 minutes, maybe 9:30 or so, depending who jumps on. Um, but it's good to be back, but not for good reasons. Yes, the jersey I'm wearing is Boca Juniors club in South America. Uh, they make me more happy than Spurs. Spurs are my beloved team, as you guys know. But I am not happy now. I am very upset. Where do we begin? Where do we begin with this loss? Right? I'm gonna use a comparison. Yeah, Chelsea yesterday. Chelsea is down in the dumps. Down in the dumps, right? They can't score more than a goal, right? But this goes back to the DNA of our club. The DNA of our club, right? Chelsea fights somewhere, somehow. They're at home, they're at Stamford Bridge against a Borussia Dortmund team, and they fight. They fight their way to advance into the quarterfinals, right? You would say, despite the two-game loss, we're still playing a better form than Chelsea. And tonight was a lifeless performance from top to bottom. And I include the fans. I include the fans also, right? You heard some boos as they walk in halftime, but wasn't enough. This team is not enough. It's not good enough. Before I go on, we have 5 people watching. Big up Jacob. Big up Mr. Fett. Yeah, Conte out. I have my opinions about that. Actually, I'm gonna post the copy the link right here. Anybody could jump on, posting the link. You guys should see it in a few. There they go. You can jump on. Lifeless performance. Lifeless performance. We know that we're trailing 1-0. We need to win this game by at least 2-0, or yeah, can it be a tie score if it was 1-0, 1-0, right? Because I don't like our chances going to penalty kicks with Forster, and this team doesn't shows up as usual. We're out of the cups, we're out of the Champions League, and temporarily we're fourth, but it is fool's gold. Today's game. Let me start with some of the players. Some of you know I'm a big Romero fan. Love Romero. The excuses, we could say he's not playing next to a good center back, to his left, to his right. He had Porro today. He had Emerson earlier. But those two tackles, you just can't do that. I mean, you take the good with the bad. I mean, there was one counter. Liao was coming in, and it was anybody else on our team. Liao smokes that person and scores to make it 2-0. Romero, not having it. So it's weird, right? There are so excellent moments for Romero, right? He sometimes starts the counter. I said that at another channel. When he makes those tackles, he starts our counter our offense. But 2 rash tackles. The second one for the Red didn't help because we're throwing everything but the kitchen sink trying to equalize. And he gets the second yellow. Started the game. I hear other chants complain, well, you should have started this. You should have started this person. You should start. And tonight's lineup, if you had a problem with it, what can you do? First of all, Pedro Porro changed the whole game, right? This is when we had some signs of life. I would say our man of the match was Pedro Porro. Once he came in, there was a big difference. But then again, right, because he came in for Perisic, who has been, and I'm going to say this now, a bust of a signing. I know in the beginning of the year, set pieces and whatsoever, from what I expected from Perisic, I'm officially calling him a bust. Going back to the beginning of the game, the lineups, Emerson Royale, right? He's starting because we need someone with tremendous pace, physicality, right? If you believe that of Emerson, to be able to stick with Liao, right? And for the most part, Emerson has done his job. But Emerson, going forward, right? He's trash. He's horrible. There was one sequence, I think it was the 10th minute, right? Yeah, it was the 10th minute. Emerson actually shoots the shot where if he had made that extra pass, Sonny was in, like, literally in the middle, in like right there, to like just laid it up for him, and Sonny would have had an excellent chance, a high percentage chance of scoring. Never happened. Emerson took the shot. Other counters, Kulu was trash. What has happened to Kulu? What has happened to Kulu? I do not know what happened. His crossing, his passing, him losing the ball, he was trash today. Kulu was trash. I almost came to a point I was like, put Dun Rama in the game. Kulu was trash. The third was Kane barely got service, but when he got the ball, his touch. There was one sequence with first half Sonny make a run, but then like it looked like he had Akers in the middle, but he went off to the side. Like it was a game from top to bottom, just not good, not good, not good. I would love to hear your opinions about the game. If you could jump on, I put the stream up, the link. Um, Not good at all. And so we're out of the Champions League, but there's the bigger picture. There is the bigger picture, right? Hopefully this doesn't freeze. Gosh, it's been a while. I want to pull up this video file. Bear with me. Hopefully it'll come up. Hopefully I will not have technical difficulties. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I might be lucky here. I'm frozen. Okay. I was frozen for a second. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna take the chance of being frozen. Fuck it. It's past the 10-minute mark. Antonio Conte. I put out the comments. I mean, I was trying to pull up the comments he made after the game. Antonio Conte. Let me put up the banner. Give me 1 second. Put up the banner, right? Conte. Okay. Antonio Conte, right? I am I I lean Conte in, but I say Conte out, but it's weird. Conte, I want him to be happy. Just go. And actually leave now. So, well, you know what? He had his chance to leave after January transfer window to humiliate Daniel Levy. Um, it's too late now. To be honest, it's too late now because the fan base is already upset, so it won't really make an effect. But it's just a bad marriage. It is a bad marriage. Conte and Spurs. It's not his fault. He doesn't have the tools, he doesn't have the resources, he doesn't have the players for his system. He doesn't. You got guys who are not disciplined in their formations. You have guys who are half-assing it. You got guys who can't make a simple cross. We got wingbacks, Perisic and Emerson. Like, really solid on Perisic, right? We have a midfield of Skip, and yes, yeah, our future captain, yes, is Hoiberg. You know, some games he's okay. Some games his passing is trash, right? These are the guys we trust to service Kane and Son. You got Kulu, who's playing like shit, right? Romero's the only one back there who can connect the defense to the offense. It's 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 not good. It is not good. And so, like I said before, with Jose Mourinho, no, Poch, Jose Mourinho, Nuno, and now Conte haven't been back. Haven't been back. This team is not good enough, right? You got people saying they want to see champagne football. Champagne football with what? With whom? With what? That's what I'm saying. Conte, leave. Leave. Don't let this team ruin your legacy. Matter of fact, it's too late. It's too late. This team has ruined Jose's legacy, right? He wins everywhere he goes. Now that's Spurs, right? Conte, right? He's a serial winner, right? Spurs fucked them up. They messed them up. We want to see champagne football. Champagne football with who? Skip? Hoiberg? Davies? Eric Dyer? You're going to get champagne football with this squad? You're serious. So you hear everything about Poch coming back. I don't care if it's Pep Guardiola coming to this club. This team is not good enough. It's simply not good enough. Not good enough. Then you got people like Richarlison talking shit after the game. This guy has nerve. I'm trying to pull up the quote. This is Richarlison. I am honest. This has shit. No shit. I want to play, he tells TNT Sport. I didn't understand Conte's choices. I was put in a positive moment, and Conte put me on the bench again. He's talking about the two victories we had, the one against West Ham and Chelsea. He apparently started. And Conte put me on the bench again. Yesterday, he tested me in the starting 11 and then bench again. Listen, I understand you want to play, but you know what? You have been shit. You're saying this season has been shit. You have contributed to that shitness. You have contributed. Except for one game where you scored a brace in Champions League, you have done dog shit. So the season is shit. And congratulations, you have been a part of it. You have contributed to that shitty season, along with some other players. I have not begun. I have not started. I'm about to start now. I'm about now. Here comes the epic rant. All right. All this that's going on right now with our club starts from the top. Daniel Levy and this fucking board. A joke. We're not even a football club anymore. We are an entertainment complex center. Spurs Entertainment FC. I haven't been on the streams to talk about the F1 track we're building under the stadium. I go on Twitter. People say, "Oh, you guys, you Levy outers. Oh, you guys don't understand. We're gonna make money. It's gonna benefit the club." It has never benefited the club. The money has not gone back to the club, the NFL, and whatsoever. If it was, then shoot, build a club, build a Spurs lounge, a club up in the roof, and right next to it, you know what? Have a Spurs strip club while we're at it, right? It's bringing in money, right? We'll make it rain at the stadium at the N17, right? Making it rain at Tottenham Stadium. You have people, I don't even want to name drop. Oh, the F1 is going to be all so great to put in that stadium and whatsoever. I mean, you know what? Build a movie theater, have a bowling alley at the stadium, have a club, right? Get the hottest DJs on there, bring in a lot of people, and then, you know what? Have a strip club. You put a strip club at Tottenham Stadium, oh, it's going to generate a lot of money, right? You're going to score more than Richie. I know that. It's going to score more than Richie right now, right? Have a gentleman's club at Tottenham Stadium. Come on now. Come on now, right? It all starts from Daniel Levy, right? This club, we're losers, right? On Twitter, they posted a post-game match when we got knocked out of the Europa League, right? With Jose. Talk about years ago, right? About this club. It is in our DNA. Losers. Losers. Start from the top to the bottom. Losers. Our fan base. We enabled this. We accept this. We're losers. We have to come to a point to accept that. As long as Levy and Enoch is in charge, we are not going to win. Got bullshit reports saying the board was mad that, of the starting lineup against Sheffield United. No, they weren't. The goal of Spurs is to get top 4, right? That's our trophy. So we can bring more cash into the coffers of Daniel Levy and Joe Louis. They don't care about winning. And then I'm watching some guy I forget which club he comes on Henry Wright trying to say we can't keep up with the big boy. The biggest lie ever, right? That stadium is an ATM machine. That stadium is bringing in revenue, bringing in cash money. Our parent club, right, who supposedly put an influx of 150 mil over the summer, that company, Tavistock, look them up. Come visit me here in Orlando. Made money during the lockdown. It's a $1 billion company. But yet, we choose as a fan base to believe the lie. We are a poor club. We can't spend with the big boys. Joe Louis makes more than Todd Bowley. I need to buy some British Airway tickets for those Levy apologists to come look at Tavistock. Take a tour of half of the city of Orlando, right? Don't go to Disney. Come to half the city of Orlando. Actually, they're helping Disney build a university, a Disney university in the community of the city of Lake Nona, which is basically but yet we continue to believe the lie. This is Levy's fault that our team is so shit and they have that loser mentality. Levy's fault. 100%. Well, Conte picks the players. You see his choices on the bench? He can't bring in a Phil Foden off the bench or Smith Rowe off the bench. Now, granted, no one's perfect. I understand that. No one's perfect. And the football is dreadful. I get that. Trust me. I would love to see Shannon football. But you're not going to get it with this team. So now, if you get rid of Conte, if you get seriously get rid of Conte, that's it. That is it. So I'm going to bring some exclusive news, and you can choose to believe me or not believe me. I'm gonna put up the next banner because I actually have the picture, and I don't want to risk being freeze. But I will put the name. I will put the name. I'm gonna talk about this player right now. I'm gonna put his name, and his name is Mr. Harry Kane. Mr. Harry Kane. So let me go back. I've said this in some streams before. I think I said it in Wills. I think I may have said it ton them away. No, I think I said in my stream shows ago about Conte and Juventus, right? And have friends in Italy, and they were telling me, and now it's gonna be kind of impossible because of the situation that Juventus is going through, which involves Paratici. So I've been to the UK. You know, most of the time I've been to the UK, right? About 7, 8 times. I usually go to or start off in Manchester. I have some good mates who live in Manchester, and one of my good mates um, has a very close family member um, friend that works within the United Manchester United scouting system, organization. And I remember, and I think I said this. Sorry, it's been a while. I said in someone's stream, "Oh, their coach is gonna be Ten Hag." Reason why? Because my mate who lives out in Manchester in the Oldham, Monroe, northeast section of Manchester area, had discussion, and they mentioned it was going to be Ten Hag. Poch was not going to be the choice for manager at United. So I speak to my mate a couple of days ago, right? And I was waiting for the perfect time to share this because I hate this, really hate this news. But the topic was about Kane, because my mate wanted to just make fun of Spurs, losing to Sheffield United and whatsoever, and I was making fun of him about United's drubbing. Right, Liverpool put a can of whoop ass on United, and so the conversation came, and he said, "Hey, look, you know, he, he's looking for the future in regards to Manchester United," and said United, according to his cousin, um, who apparently works within United and whatsoever, says that they are going to definitely look and possibly pitch to Osimhen. Osimhen Victor Osimhen plays for Napoli, but the other name that he mentioned, he says, "You're not gonna like this, Maury. It's going to be Harry Kane." I said, "Oh, it's not a shocker because Gary Neville, a couple of United players, former players on Sky Sports, they're already, you know, pouring themselves for Harry Kane." I said, "Oh, you're not telling me nothing new." And he was just saying that there's a good chance that Harry Kane could become a United player if, because there's two options. It's either we sell him or he runs his contract out. He's not going to come back. And so the conversation got deeper when he was saying that Harry Kane's camp, and could be his brother once again, we know how dumb his brother is, but time, they're taking a different approach, right? Because you know the backlash that Kane was able to get that first time is like, no, I'm not going to show up to training camp. I'm not going to uh, take some extra time in the Bahamas, and apparently he was in Florida, and you know we were upset. And then, if you believe it or not, maybe he was down toolings the first half of last season. So my buddy goes, according to United and other clubs, Harry was out, especially if Antonio Conte is out, right? It's the same thing I was saying when Jose Mourinho was moved out, because him and son love Jose, right? Jose's a winner. He knows the ingredients of winning. And word has it, if even if Poch can't, right? Oh, Poch's come back, Kane's not gonna leave. Kane is dead set in leaving because the loser culture is still there. The only reason that he will resign is because Conte, sorry about that, Conte is the opposite of our culture. And if he leaves, it's done. It's done. It will take a miracle for Kane to resign. I said, oh wow. Okay. That's not too far-fetched. And he says, United Levy's resolve. They like Kane. They think Kane would be perfect for their system, what they want to do. Now, the reason he said that they might prefer Osimhen a little bit more is because Ten Hag like to press. Harry Kane's no spring chicken, right? If you watch Victor Osimhen and Napoli play, the guy is it's a lot of good reasons. Arsenal's interested. Supposedly we're interested. Real Madrid's interested in Osimhen, and so on. So, and some of the guys in my WhatsApp chat, I already told them that, had some information, and my mate, like I said, has a cousin within the Manchester United, system, and it's a big system. So they're going hard after Harry Kane. They got test of resolve, and nothing happens this summer. Kane will run out that contract. Will he down tools? I don't know. But he is not resigning that contract. If Conte not resigning that contract, Levy will have to pull out a miracle out his ass to get him to resign. My friend also said that, and check this out, right? Because we know this guy's Mr. Loyal. That Sonny, not say he's going to United, but he also clubs believe Sonny will be unsettled if Conte leaves, knowing Kane is unsettled, he's unsettled, and he'll be willing to make a move. So to wrap this up, to sum this up, we are so fucked. It's not even funny this summer. This summer is the most important summer of our club in years to come. We can sign Poch. Poch can come back, but it makes no difference. These players are not stupid. We don't have a vision. We don't have a plan. We don't have a vision. Kane has seen this. Why would he stay? I don't blame him. I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad if Kane wanted to leave, Sonny wanted to leave. Would not be mad. There is no plan. There is no vision. There is no ambition. Stell posted a wonderful video with also insider information that people believe Daniel Levy is just an accountant. And the truth is, he is. He's not a football guy. As long as we have a non-football guy leading our club, we are doomed. We are done. For those who are like, oh, we're gonna get Pochettino back, and we're gonna see some pretty football, right? I don't care if we lose. No, it's gonna be the Titanic. It's gonna sink. My buddy was like, yo, I hate to say this to you, bro. Kane's leaving. Conte's not there. He's leaving. Either the contract runs out or they are able to agree a deal to United. United's going to come hard. And the only reason United does come hard for Kane is because they want Osimhen. We are done. We are done. You get a Poch, you could get who was it? Steve. I can't even say his name for Nottingham Forest. Steve Cooper. You think Kane's gonna stay for Steve Cooper? He must be on that blaze. There's no way. No way. So according to my friend, whose cousin works for United, it's the same guy who told me before they hired Ten Hag, they're hiring Ten Hag. Poch is just a smokescreen. United is going to come hard for Harry Kane. Kane's camp are very open to the move. They want to make that done. The Spurs, we're a joke. We are a joke club. We are a joke. I'm watching the other day where there was an anniversary where we won the Carling Cup. The post, people making fun of our club. Let me. And this is what gets me so mad about the Levy apologists. Gets me so mad. This is our club. This is how they banter our club. I fucking hate it. Let me show you something, right? Oh, gosh, I hope this picture can be seen. It's a picture of Harry Kane looking at a dusty trophy cabinet, right? And then I zoomed in, and there is one trophy, right? This is Bleacher Report. They had the nerve to put a picture of the Audi Cup. They put a picture of the Audi Cup, right? It would have been better if they put no trophies on that cobweb trophy case or whatsoever. They did put one trophy. They put the Audi Cup. I zoomed in. We are a fucking joke to everybody else. But in our fan club, I'm gonna F1 track. I got a track. I'm sounding like Alex now, right? With the cry. We got an F1 track. Oh, it's gonna bring so much money into our club. Seriously, you buy that shit. These events are not going to help our club. It's just more money into their pockets. More money into their pockets. And that's the hard truth. We are so fucked. What is our future? Our academy system, right? Who's the last star that we produced in our academy system? Oh, we lucked out with Harry Kane, right? Seriously, I can't think of another player of our academy system to maybe Dane Scarlett, maybe Dane Scarlett. Seriously, what hope do we have for our club coming in the summer? I'm gonna type in jump on. I posted anybody to have their say. You could just jump on. I mean, I could talk all night. There's so much. I'm leaving out stuff. I mean, I've just begun. Literally, I've just begun. I've posted a link up here. I'll post it again. Post the link for anybody that wants to jump on. But it's a joke. It's literally a joke, and we are doomed. People think us getting rid of Conte is going to now magically bring out champagne football. I got bad news for you. Not happening. Not happening. And Harry Kane, not buying it. The dude is checked. He's gone. He is gone. If Conte is not here, he's gone. He have seen this club not back Poch for a year and a half when we needed to recycle the losers in the club like Ben Davies and Eric freaking Dyer, who's going to have a testimonial at that stadium. And then later on have his ashes buried as he wished. Loser, a scrub, had one good year, and we're going to give this guy an extension, a contract. Eric freaking Dyer. Ben Davies. Oh, he puts all his heart. Not good enough. Not good enough. Emerson, oh, he had three good 4 games. He's prime Cafu. Not good enough. We're a Big Six club, right? Supposedly. Well, that's going to go away. Because I'm telling you now, we're ahead of Newcastle right now. Their future looks bright. And yeah, we're making fun of Chelsea now and Liverpool now, especially Chelsea. We're making fun of them. But these dudes, the talent that they're, trust me, it's going to pan out. It may not be with Potter. It may be with another coach. It's going to pan out. And you know what's so sad, right? So sad. Those guys were stuck in the mud. And yesterday, they fought for the badge. They fought for their club. They were at home, and they pulled out a 2-0 victory to advance to the quarterfinals. Right? We're better than Chelsea. We just beat Chelsea. Right? Borussia Dortmund, I would say, is a better club than AC Milan playing right now. Right? Borussia Dortmund was on a 10-game, 11-game winning streak. Right? They were on a streak, and Chelsea just shut it down. They fought for their badge. And our club tonight, once again, the losers failed again. And you think Kane is going to stay for that? The only guy who's walking around one Hotspur way, the training ground, can hike up the pants and be like, I'm a serial winner. You got people who within the club or trying to talk to Conte about winning, knowing how to win? You want to talk to him? So yeah, in a twisted way, Conte, run out, run, like run. Don't not get affected by the Spurs disease, right? It's affected the DNA of the club. Kane, run. Sonny, run. Run for the hills. Run to another club. Because this club, the losing mentality is like a cesspool. It's a cesspool. It's literally a cesspool. I'll be on for a while. So if you guys want to jump on, I'll be on for a while. Jump on in. Literally a cesspool. This club. Run. Run. Run as far as you can from Spurs. Yes, I know you have heard my rant, and like I said, I have so much more to say. That's only half of it. Only half of it. But this club, we are doomed. We are doomed. We are doomed.
Yeah, I hope more people can kind of start to see it. Right? I don't know what much more we can see. I know, you look around. I've seen YouTube. I haven't seen Twitter, but I imagine what it is. And I imagine there's a lot of anger being directed towards Conte. But this is the same thing we saw under Jose. Same thing. The only reason we didn't see it under Nuno is he was so bad that he didn't get a chance to play enough games. But I mean, we lost Paco de Ferreira right under him, or whatever that team is called. Same thing under Poch. We've seen it happen. This is not a Conte issue. This isn't even these players. And I love to get on these players, but I'm not even going to get on them anymore. It starts from the top. It's been happening. We've changed players. It doesn't change. We've changed managers. It doesn't change. It starts at the top because we don't treat the club like a football club. The football comes secondary. Business comes first. We don't allow people who have the expertise to make those decisions.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. We absolutely do not have a football guy running this club. You ask who's on the board, and I forgot whose show that says that there is not even a football person on the board. We don't have expertise like other clubs making football decisions. It's all financial. It's all financial. And Steph was right. We have an accountant running this club. He makes his decisions on accounts. It's the reason why we would never get a Skinner and we will go for a Rodin. Why? Because it makes financial sense. The cheaper, the better for them. And you have to hope out that cheaper hands out. And that's been the history of our club.
And what's frustrating is we talk about Enoch being a business, and you talk about, is it Lake Nona? Is that what it's, the
Lake Nona?
Yeah, Lake Nona, right? When they're doing that, I doubt when they're building stuff that they ask the accountants to come in and let them know how to build the buildings they're building, right? They hire the proper people. In every other aspect of their businesses, I'm sure they hire qualified people to make the decisions that they need to make for their business. And if they ran Spurs like that, we'd probably have a lot less of an issue. If they ran Spurs so that they said, look, we're a business and we're going to make business decisions, fair enough, but we're going to let football people make football decisions. Even if all they did was say, here's your budget, it's 200 million or 100 million, whatever it is, right? Now go out and buy however you want to buy. We don't even do that. That's the saddest part of it all, is we don't even make smart business decisions being run like a business. Because I can't imagine there's any other aspect of Enoch where people who aren't qualified to make decisions are making decisions like that. Because you don't stay as a business. It doesn't make any sense. But for some reason, when it comes to football, they think that they're going to have people, like Levy, making those football decisions, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to see this game. The result, you've seen my predictions for long enough to know, Mari, that I wasn't surprised that we lost, and that's what's the most frustrating part. Is it's not only me who's not surprised. You're probably not surprised that we lost today. You might have hoped that we won, but you've seen these results before. You've seen these performances before. Yeah. It's becoming too common. It's becoming so that even our fans almost accept them in some ways, right? Oh, this, it's hard. It's hard to compete. What? I mean, in part, yes, it is, but it should be. If you want to be an elite club, it should be hard. Things that we do should be difficult, right?
Hi, Scotland.
Who's this fraud? I don't recognize this fraud down here below.
Another mother is in the house. I will say this before I pass. Yeah, man. Before I pass it off to Dietrich. Dietrich, man, I just went on an epic rant, and I also said some exclusive news about Kane from a Manchester United source. I made them in Manchester whenever I go up there and stuff, and they were right about Ten Hag and spot on about it, and so I believe my source about Harry Kane. But I'm gonna say this before I throw it out to Dietrich. I don't even care about top four anymore. I don't even care. I'm being dead honest. Don't even care. It means nothing. The top four means nothing. And to go back to Harry Kane, it's the same thing. Top four, literally my buddy says, Conte leaves, Kane is gone. So that's even if we got top four, he's wanting to leave. He's gone. So even if we qualify for top four, it means nothing to him. Because he has he's figured out before, but he knows 100% that this club has a losing DNA. And it starts from the top. And it's not going to change anytime soon. He's gone. And I'm not mad at him. Not mad at him. Go ahead, Dietrich.
I'll be surprised, man. It's the same thing every game. There's one thing I'll have to say. Conte is achieving what the board are asking him to do, which is top four every year. If we win a trophy along the line, it's a plus. Who cares, man? The fact we went to the round of 16 with this bunch of crap players, we should be happy. We should actually be happy. And for, what's it called? Our players and like Kane, either you rip up your contract and you leave, or you accept mediocrity and you deserve it. One more you have to say. In the counts,
Yeah. And, it's I don't see a glimmer of hope. That includes Poch. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to make a difference. And the thing is, it's like you got Kane. Oh, they're saying they can't hear you well, Dietrich.
Is it better? I hear you better. Cool.
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
I think it's from Scotland. The echo.
No, I still can't hear you.
Huh. But yeah, I can hear you. But no, it's just I don't see where the hope is. Our academy, like people say, all right, we need to get a project manager. Okay, you do know we were lucky with the project that Poch got, and the players who were already on the team when Poch got here, right?
Imagine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Imagine Conte had those players. Do you realize what we could have done in the league if he had those players with the best midfield of Dembele and Wanyama? Just imagine. And Walker and then he was at wing back.
Oh yeah. probably would have won the league.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we probably would have won the league. And then we got the Don, right? Can't get rid of contracts, right? Unless it's we do a Matt Daugherty, in regards to Napoli's not buying Tengen. They're not buying Tengen. Lo Celso is not going to be the only one. Strange enough, because he might go on the cheap is Harry Winks. So it's there is no nothing I can hope for that is coming in regards to this team. Unless Daniel Levy sells this team, that's not happening. It's doom and gloom. And the players today, can you guys agree with me? I'm gonna say this: there was just one player, right, that stood out for me today. And you notice he was trying to get the fans riled up, and that was Pedro Porro.
For me, it was
Pedro Porro.
for me, it's Skip played well.
Skip, okay. Sonny had
Foster played well.
Sonny actually had a chance. Emerson missed him in the 10th minute, 11th minute. I know this because I posted. Like, Emerson, that's not your forte. Yes, you scored a goal, but that's not your forte. Sonny's hands are like, me, I'm in the bit. Like, no one's like.
So, Mario, do you remember once Richie came on and you received the ball and you just see Son open wide open on the
Oh, yeah, he could have flipped
He could
again.
have just run, and then he's 1-on-1 with the keeper.
Yeah.
But he made the wrong decision once again.
It would have been 1-on-1. Keeper and Son. It would have been the equalizer. Yeah, no,
He
yeah.
he was in the worst parts. It was on his favorite foot, the right. He could have gone on his right, and you see Sonny just pass him on his left. Clean on goal. But we don't have good players, bro.
Yeah, Porro was the only one that stood out for me. There's a few that might have been okay. I don't think Skip did anything bad, but I just don't think he has the skills for what we need in that position, especially when he's playing with Hoiberg. It's just too much. There's just not enough progression. There's not enough creativity. So maybe I can't fault him for that. But I thought he was okay, but he didn't do enough for what we needed. But I thought Porro came on, and he's the only guy that really stood out in a positive way. And there was a few that were really, really bad. I thought Kulu was awful today. Emerson, I don't know. I don't remember him doing anything. The best thing he did was stay out of the way, which to me isn't a positive. Ben Davies, I don't think he did anything bad, but he certainly didn't do a single thing good. And his passing was pretty terrible.
Maury, what did I tell you in the past with Kulu? You specifically said he's good. I told you he's not good enough for what we want to achieve. Him,
I don't know.
specifically, you don't know what he's good at. Either crossing, shooting, dribbling. He has no place. What is he good at?
He's good when he's able to do that first choice, when he's able to cut in and get that shot off. But as soon as anybody takes that away from him, he can't adapt. So
I can't refute. I can't refute it. No, I'm just saying I can't refute what you're saying. I don't know what happened to Kulu. I'm honestly, I do not know.
Bro, he's the same version that they fired him from Juve. The same one.
Man, I try to defend it, but I can't defend that. He was atrocious today. He was atrocious. I almost, and I thought about Luke Diaz, because remember we got Kulu because we dropped the ball on Diaz. I was like, damn, it would have been nice to have Diaz. Who went to school. I like literally.
Now, I'm not saying Kulu's terrible, but it's such another case. Remember when we got him like, oh, we're so lucky. Diaz is crap. He's so great. And he does have a lot of skill, and maybe he'll turn out. But I think it's another case of our fans. We get so hyped up when something comes in, and we don't give it any time, right? It's right away. Oh, Kulu's so great. Kulu's so great. Okay, we don't have to worry about Levy anymore. We don't have to worry about Paratici because he brought in Kulu and Bentancur. and it's just such a reactionary stance by our fans who everything is terrible. Oh no, we got those two players. Everything's great. We're great, and hopefully he does turn out. I do think I'll make an excuse for him. I think he was injured this year. I'm not sure he's ever come back fully fit, and that might be hurting him. But it just kind of shows us why we got to give it time to see how things work out, right? Before we just get excited because somebody has a couple good games.
Scott, if we had Conte on the long tour, I would say yes, we can give him time. But if Conte leaves and we bring Poch would fire cool. He would not play him.
Yeah.
I think he would have to think about moving him to the midfield.
He will not move him in the middle. He's not good enough to be a playmaker. He's not.
Well, I don't think he's the worst of them. I think he has skill, which at least is something, because we got a lot of players who aren't productive and don't have skills. So
yeah,
I'll give him that. But yeah, I just think when people are saying world class and Liverpool's in the mud because they got Diaz instead. Like, let's just slow down and let's let this play out a bit before we see what happens.
Yeah, and I will say this because I left this part out of my rant. I will say this, because you brought up the medical team. This team is so narcissistic. That board and Daniel Levy. When Ramiro meant what he said in regards to his injury and the Tottenham team doctors, and you saw how quickly they shut this guy up, right? And then he posts a tweet saying, Ramiro posts a tweet saying, "Oh, they twisted my words." No, they didn't twist your words. You meant it. Because the truth is, our team doctors suck. So going on to Ramiro, and you guys know my love for Ramiro, and I will criticize him when he deserves criticizing. But what's so frustrating is the 2 fouls. He didn't have to do that. Mind you, he had one play. You remember that Leao run? If it was anybody on our team, Leao scores. He smokes them. Romero sticks on him like white on rice and causes him to shoot an ill-advised shot. And I'm like, that's what I love about Romero. Then 7 minutes later, he gets the second yellow, and I'm just like, why, Romero? Why? He's becoming an enigma, because the thing is, people don't know. I said this on Will's show. He sometimes helps start our counters with those tackles, right? He's trying hard, but then he has those moments where it's just like, fuck, Romero, what are you doing? He did not do us any favors, but then he saved our bacon. So he's like an enigma. I'm throwing out Dietrich's hard on him.
Look, you see, Mario, I'm a huge fan of Romero. I respect the guy, love the guy. Can you guys hear me now? It's bad.
It's hard for me to hear you, but I don't know if Mari can
Is
hear
it better now? It's better now?
Yeah, better than it was.
Yes,
Okay.
better.
I just say, I love Romero, I respect the guy, but he is a hindrance of this team. He is. He tries too much and doesn't accomplish anything. What is the point of tackling every player that's in front of you? Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's frustrating, and I talked about it with Dietrich's earlier today, is that so many of his yellow cards seem to come from tackles that he doesn't need to make, or certainly doesn't need to go that hard in, right? Like, if he was making these tackles as kind of the last gasp tackle and he had to take someone down to stop them from scoring, fair enough. But so many of the yellow cards he's getting, it's just like, why are you going in that hard? And that's what's even more frustrating about it, is there's no, like, even that second yellow, why did he have to? The guy's right along the sidelines. You don't have to go in and wipe him out, right? If you don't make that tackle, he doesn't have a free run to the goal. He's not scoring. We got mad, legitimately so, when Royale took that stupid red card against Arsenal when who was it? Saka was like running away from the goal and he took a red card. But these Romero ones are similar. They're so needless and aggressive, and it's frustrating. But I see we have the happy clapper here, so I'll let him go.
There's no happy clapping, Scott, man. Fuck this football club. Fuck this manager. Fuck these players. Fuck this board. Fuck Dietrich Kane because he never did his forfeit.
Hey, but say it one more time, I'll slap you in the face.
And look, it's and fuck Harry Kane.
No,
Fuck
don't
them
say
all,
that.
honestly. They're all tonight. It's just ridiculous. This is, Romero. He's just as bad as the rest of them. Like you just said, Scott, what was the point in that tackle? And then, not only what was the point of the tackle, he sits there and looks at the ref and goes, "What was that yellow card for?"
Oh man, we got Barry in the house, my boy. We got Stell in the house.
Maury, can I say something quick?
Yeah.
Barry, you call me out, but then you back Emerson, and you have the balls to come at me.
Huh?
I said you have
back
the balls to respect Emerson, but when it's me, you call me out with K. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm calling you
No,
out.
Dietrich, you should be ashamed because you made a bet and you didn't do it. So you should be ashamed of yourself. So don't come at me about Harry Kane. When you do a bet, you don't stick to it. Harry Kane was didn't do anything. He had one header in the end. So I'll call Harry Kane out. Just like I'll call you out.
What did Emerson do?
Hang on, what did Emerson do? We're having a well. Emerson didn't concede a goal. Harry Kane didn't score. So what the fuck
Emerson
does it matter?
did nothing.
Nobody did anything.
Nobody did anything, Dietrich. I'm not sitting here and saying this is it. I'm just saying all of them.
Pedro Porro. That's the only one I said, you know what? He showed heart. He had the fans. He was the only
Murray,
one.
I wanted him to put that free kick into the top corner, man. But he put it in the fucking wall, man. Fucking Porro, bastard.
Guys, I also shared the exclusive. People could choose to believe it or not, but like Stell dropping some I have a very, very close mate of mine who has a family member, a cousin, who works, I guess he's a scout or something for United, within that network. And he was saying that United will go in hard after Harry Kane. Harry Kane's camp, they're already checked out. The only way he stays if Conte stays, so that includes Poch. If Poch comes back, Kane will still want to leave. He will not resign a contract unless Levy pulls a miracle out his ass, which I don't see that happening. And that the only way that United doesn't get him, like I said, they let Harry Kane lets his contract run out because they can't strike a deal, or if they are able to get Osimhen, because Osimhen could press much better than Harry Kane, Victor Osimhen of Napoli. And then also shared that United and some other clubs also believe that unsettled Kane will also start an unsettled Son, because Son will also see that, wow, we have a second winner, Jose, now Conte, and this club has not properly backed them, and this club has a losing DNA. And so my rant earlier was that this club has pretty much is fucked. But we will have an F1 track. We will have a strip club. It's coming. So we'll see a lot of scoring, and we will have a nightclub called Spurs Lounge to future to come. Any opinions of what I just shared?
Good luck, Harry.
Yes, Barry's a clown.
Did you guys see Charleston's comment? I could read it out to you again.
Yeah, he said, yeah, Mari, read it out, but you need the first bit he says is Dietrich is a bitch.
All right. This is a comment from Richarlison, and it goes like this. To all you bitches out there, I'm honest. This season has been shit. I want to play, he tells TNC Sport. I didn't understand Conte's choices. I was put in a positive moment, and Conte put me on the bench again. Yesterday, he tested me in the starting 11 and then bench again. And that was Richarlison, who I said earlier, this season has been shit. I'm like, thank you. You have contributed to this shit.
Yeah.
Still speechless. That's how bad it is.
I have a question. Is my microphone better?
Yeah, that's
Much
better,
better.
Dietrich.
Okay, I put my AirPods. Okay.
Yeah, much better.
So now I have to listen to this clown on my right. Gassing up the worst right back I've ever seen in my life. And
He's
by the
not
way,
no, we've had worse right backs, Dietrich. Believe me, there's been worse right backs than Emerson Royale. Matt Doherty, Jed Spence. Come on, who else?
Doherty was better than Emerson. Stop lying to yourself, man.
Is that why he's got his contract cancelled and they got rid of him because he was he was worse?
Because he had 1 year left and he's 29.
Okay. Well, look. Anyway, we haven't had better strikers than Harry Kane, Dietrich. So I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So
and did you go to the game? That's my other question.
No, I'm not going to another game.
No, did you go to Milan's game?
No, I was doing the watch along.
I have to ask this question to Stal. Why the hell was the atmosphere so flat? Even from the TV, I heard the Milan fans and the Spurs fan. I can hear nothing.
Because this was the last chance of success this season. Fans are fed up of top four. No one cares about top four anymore. And the first half, we didn't really go for it. And then the fans never believed, man. We lost belief. And then second half, we started off really. We started well. We gave it. We were going through the gears. We looked like we were building up some momentum. And then Romero goes and be's a fucking idiot, and he fucked the whole team up. As soon as Romero got a red card, it was game over. You're playing an Italian team that were champions last year. They know how to manage the game out, and they every trick in the book, going down for 5 minutes for an injury, slowing down the clock, not letting us get our groove in, and that killed the game. And then even then, with 10 men, when Conte brought on Sanchez for Kulu, that was it. The fans gave up completely. There wasn't a fan in there that thought we were going to do anything after that.
But my question, why did we play like this second half and not the first half?
Ask Conte, man. I don't know. Dietrich, listen, I don't care anymore. That's it. For me, the season was over when we didn't turn up against Arsenal. That game against Arsenal was the killer. You know, only we can give Arsenal 3 points, then take away 3 points from their biggest rivals for the league title, City. You know, we're the most stupidest club in the league. Our fans, they should be embarrassed of themselves. Our fans, they should be massively embarrassed of themselves. Conte out, Levy out, Poch in. There was fights, there was arguments. The fans are all just. Listen, I'm not going to another game this season. I've put my ticket up on the exchange. I'm not going to another Spurs game this season. I refuse to go and support them. I refuse to support them. It's pointless. I don't care if we get top four. Top four.
I don't care. I don't really care. I
doesn't
absolutely.
matter. This club doesn't care, so why should we care if they don't care? People paid £70, 90, what's that? $80, $100 tonight to go to that game, right? That's a lot of money for football, right? For soccer, that's a lot of money, and you get served up shit football. You get served up a team, even if the football isn't good. They didn't put up the fight. They didn't put up the fight, man. And on top of that, Milan weren't good. Milan weren't good. There was nothing special about Milan, man. They weren't good, you know.
Yeah.
So you got players like Romero. When he plays for Argentina, he's disciplined. He's solid. They win a World Cup. He comes to Spurs. 1 week, brilliant. Next week, he's fucking lunatic, out of control. Needs to go to rehab or something. He's got problems, man. He's got problems. The guy's a psychopath. It's just, Mari, if Conte doesn't sign a new contract and stay at this club, if he doesn't stay another couple of years and they back him, people think it's bad now. They haven't got a clue what's coming. And I said this 4 years ago, and I told everyone, if you want Poch out and you don't take action that we've sacked him, you don't know what's coming. And look what's happened. And
Did
look
you
what's
watch?
happened.
You should watch a show on the Dan was there, and he got absolutely ridiculed by Sava and other Spurs fans. He said he
What
was
show? What show?
and never foul,
What show?
never foul.
Never foul. There's a show that was on today. I saw a
Yeah, it
clip.
was on today.
Never
And-
foul. Who's that?
It's like basically a City fan, an Inter fan, and a Man United fan. They created a channel for like basically almost like the Big Six. It's like football terrace.
Is it big?
basically-
Is it small?
Yeah, it's big. It's big. Dan was there, and he got absolutely ridiculed by most Spurs fans. They all called him out for saying like, he said we should protest, we should do that, we should
Never
back the
foul.
managers. Yeah.
Never a foul.
Yes.
It's not big. 7,000 subscribers. What are you talking about?
No, but like most big YouTubers, they go there. It's big.
It's not big. Hold on. I'm looking at it now. When did they start? 3 years ago. Dietrich's, they're not big.
No, but like there's big YouTubers that go there.
I don't care who goes there. Listen, these fans. They're the problem, Dietrichs. They're the problem. They're the ones that don't get it. They don't want to get it. They just say what keeps the crowd, the audience happy. They won't do. There's not many fans that will do what I do and just fucking say it, man. Just say it. They won't do it because you get a lot of heat for it. I went on Tottenham TV earlier. I did a post-match thing, and I said I got so much abuse 1 year ago when I went on Twitter, and I said the fans are the problem. I got so much abuse. Now you're all laughing and saying, yeah, the fans are the problem. It's all fun and games now, but when I said it, the whole world wanted to shut me down. So listen, it doesn't matter what happens at Spurs next. Maybe we get top four, maybe we don't. Maybe Conte stays, maybe he doesn't. If people want things to change at this club, the fans need to take a long, hard fucking look at themselves, because we got kicked out of the Champions League tonight. People are walking out of the terraces singing, he's magic, you know, Mauricio Poch, well done, great. Okay, yeah, sing the next manager that you want, the same guy that you pushed out of the club 4 years ago, you pieces of shit. And then in the South Stand, there's 2,000-3,000 fans after the game buying beers, hot dogs, pizza, food. And I'm like, you are feeding the problem, man. Get the fuck out of this stadium, man. Get the fuck out. Get out of here. But the fans have changed, Mari. When the stadium was 36,000 fans, right? The stadium's almost doubled in size. When it was 36,000 fans, it was a different fan. It was a proper fan, what I call a real fan, someone that's there for the football. We're here for the football. Now the fan you've got that comes, it's not the same fan. You've still got the 36,000 fans that are the football fans, but you've got another 30,000 fans, and they've diluted what that 36,000 was. The majority is now half and half. What you've got now, upper middle class, and there's nothing wrong with upper middle class. I'm middle class, but you've got a lot of upper middle class and middle class people there for a day out, whether they're from England, overseas. They're there for the food and drink. They're there for the entertainment. They're there for the stadium tour. They're there for the comfortable seat. They're there for the rain that can't hit you because the roof doesn't leak because it's a new stadium. They're there for the flashing 10-minute show, the light show before the game. They're there for the acoustics. They're there for going to the bar, standing there at the bar. Yeah, so say, yeah, guys, what do you think? What's going to happen? If you go to an away game, it's not like that. The away fans aren't like that. It's a different fan. It's a different type of Spurs fan. The most of the fans that go to the home game, they're not the fan that this club used to have. Daniel Levy has attracted a new breed, a new type of fan. He's bringing in the corporate. He's bringing in the people that are there for Instagram, for the clicks and the likes, and to show their friends and the selfies. It's for families where the kids want to go to the club shop. They want a hot dog. They want a Coca-Cola extra large. They want to go and buy a scarf. They want to go and get the latest jersey. The mum and the dad are there dressed in really smart clothing, long jackets, the kind of jackets you'd wear if you're going to your friend's 40th or 50th birthday, or if you're going to an engagement, or if you're going out for dinner. You don't. The real fan doesn't dress like that when he goes to a football game or she goes to a football game. But they're coming, they're dressed to impress. Who are you impressing? We're here for football, man. Like the fan base has changed, Mari. It's a different fan now. The fan base at Spurs is
yeah.
It's what Levy wants. It's what Levy wants, man. It's what Levy wants.
Yeah, it's an entertainment center, and it's I thought the fans were weak tonight, and it is I don't see the hope other than if because I forgot which show they were saying. Well, maybe it was Tommy's show. Yeah, it was Tommy's show, and it was actually Perchie who was just saying, well, unless people walk out the stadium, right? Unless people walk out, oh, Tommy's here. Okay, all right, Tommy's here. Unless people walk out the stadium, right? Like a formal walkout, like beginning at the second half, something to catch the attention of the board and Levy. They're gonna keep doing what they're gonna do. Our fan base continue to enable. And the worst case that happened was last week, the announcement of the F1 track. The amount of people who were just, oh, you Levy-outers, you guys complain about everything. This is good for the club. It's going to bring in money. Between them and those Pochettino in, I'm arguing with these people saying, like, look, you can get Pep Guardiola in there. This club is a cesspool of losing. Cesspool of losing. You're not going to get champagne football. You're not going to get trophies coming in. This club is a cesspool of losing. Why? Because we are not a football club. We don't have a football guy running this club. We have an accountant running this club. The board is clueless. If we were to have a board, right, where they bring Michael Dawson, bring in past legend players, and I love Ledley King. Don't get me wrong, I love him. He's my profile picture whatsoever. But this guy he's a lackey. He's a puppet. We need real football people in this club. I'm telling you, Yaya Toure is not going to stay long by a club. He's going to see this and it's going to look for the first opportunity to jump ship because this club is a losing DNA of a club. And for Conte, The best thing for him is to go out, run. Harry Kane will be right behind you because, according to my friend, we can bring Poch back and get top 4. He is done. DONE, like steak. Well done. He's done. If Conte is not here, he is done.
Listen, I'm one of the
Big up,
tiny.
Big up.
I'm one of. Tell Tommy to come on, man. Jump on, Tommy. Tommy, jump on, man. The links, is it in the description?
Yeah, the link is right there. I posted it a couple times.
Jump on, Tommy. Murray, I'm actually in the tiny percentage of fans, probably down to 2% maybe, where I think it's 50-50 if Conte stays. I don't think it's over yet. If obviously if he gets sacked, then a big up Graham in the chat as well.
Yeah, Graham.
Obviously, if he gets sacked, then that completely goes against what I've said. But you know, I think him, Levy, and Conte will sit down at the end of the season and say, right, look, where have we finished? Is this progressing? What's going on with these signings? What needs to be done? And then a decision will be made where either Conte says, look, I'm happy to stay, but I need A, B, C, D. We haven't done it yet. That's why this is happening. It's now or never. Or Levy says, look, mate, this isn't working out. We did a 2-year contract to see how it's going. I've decided it's not going. Thanks for everything. Bye-bye. And Conte fucks off, and then Levy brings in manager number 16. And I think that is what's going to happen. I don't think Conte's gone. I don't believe that's it. He's checked out. He wants out. See you later. But you got to look at the small details. Like, people don't look at the small details and they try and read and then read what's going on. People just jump on the lazy, the easy. What's the most basic thing I can see? And I'll give you an example. If he didn't care, right? If Conte had checked out, if Conte's like, see you later, I'm out of here. Why did he make a substitution so quickly in the second half? When does he ever do that?
He went to a 4-4-2. For those who say he doesn't make changes,
right? But he made a substitution. He brought Porro on after 5-10 minutes, was it?
Yeah.
Right. Why would he do that if he's checked out? If he's given up, what he saw was that the team was beginning to get a bit of momentum, and he said, right, I've got to jump on this now. And I remember him shouting at Emerson, and Emerson looked at him and said, yeah, whatever. Really? Okay, come off. Brought on Porro. We went a bit more attacking. And I think we were beginning to try and go for it. I think we were building up to really go for it and just throw everything at it last kind of 35, 40 minutes. But then Romero completely fucked us. Romero's got a lot to answer for tonight, man. Like, I love Romero to bits, but he's a fucking moron for tonight. But my point is, it's not about Romero. The point I'm trying to make, Murray, is people that say, oh, Conte's checked out, Conte's gone. If that was the case, he wouldn't have made that sub. He wouldn't have said, I'm going to go for it. He would have just let it just carry on, wait to the 75th minute, bring on Richarlison and just, yeah, whatever. But he didn't do that. He made an early sub. They tried to influence the second half quickly. That's not a man who's checked out. That's not a man that's like, see you later, I'm gone, I don't want to be here. That's a man that's trying to win that game. He tried to win it second half. So we stayed in the game. That was his tactic, whether you like it or not. I don't give a shit whether we like it or not. But he kept us in the game. At 0-0 at half time, it's anyone's game now. And we began to go for it second half. That's not a man who's given up. That's not a man that doesn't want to be at the club. That's bullshit. It's little details like that. That Porro substitution says to me he hasn't checked out. People want everyone to believe that. Fans want that conversation to be at the top of the chat. Fans want to all jump on that because a lot of them want Conte out. But this is what they did to Poch. Fans did something similar to Poch. Fans did something similar to Mourinho. They did it to Nuno. They're doing it to him now as well because they just don't like him. They don't like the football. But
who benefits from that? Daniel fucking Levy.
Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer.
I don't think he's checked out. I just don't see any motivation he has for coming back next year. He's not going to get back. He's not going to win anything here. And my concern is if he comes back, that it seems to me the only reason he comes back is if he's changed his level of ambition. Because he's not going to get the backing he needs. He's not going to get the players he needs. So I guess for me, I just wonder why he would want to sign up for this for longer term. Now, that doesn't mean he's checked out now. I don't think he's checked out now because I think he's going to do the best that he can as long as he's here. But when it comes to the summer, and maybe he will have that discussion with Daniel Levy, I just can't see Levy giving him any answers that's going to satisfy him if he still has that level, that desire to be the best and to win things and to compete at the highest level.
Scott, I think this is why it's going to come down to that conversation at the end of the season, if assuming Conte's still here. I think it's going to be a conversation between, well, it has to be a conversation between Conte and Levy as to what the next steps are. You know, what is it we're doing here? What is it we want? And if you're right, Scott, yeah, it's over. Conte will be gone into the season. New manager will come in, rinse, repeat, same shit. Eventually, the wheels will come off after the honeymoon period, whether it's 6 months, 18 months, 2 years down the line, and then we'll have the same conversation again like we always do. But if Levy says, right, we're going to bring in 2 top centre-backs, we know we have to replace the goalie, we're going to do that anyway, and we're going to get a creative mid, an attacking mid. You've got Udoji coming back. We've got you Porro. And then this whole Sun conundrum can be figured out. Even Kulusevski, I mean, his crossing today was shit, and normally he's good at that. Then you've got a Conte team. You're there, and that's the exact conversation that's going to be had this summer. Conte's going to, for sure, he's going to say, look, I want to stay, but I need 2 top centre backs. I need a proper, creative, talented midfielder, and I need the goalie fixed. Get me that. I've got my Doji coming back. We've got Porro, got Romero. Kane will probably sign a 1-year extension and see how it goes. That's what he'll probably do. Maybe with a really high release clause. And then we'll see. That's what I think is going to happen. And it's going to just be one man who makes the decision. Levy. Okay, Conte, let's do it. Or, sorry, man, I'm going to go down the project route again. I've got a 5-year bullshit plan that I'm going to give up on in 18 months' time.
Steve Cooper.
Fucking do.
And the man for that project is Steve Cooper.
God help us. God help us.
Can you imagine, Barry, Steve Cooper as the new project manager? Right? Mind you, if it was any other club and you told me Steve Cooper for a project, you know what? I wouldn't be too dead set against it. But is our club and Steve Cooper, Barry? What do you think? Big up, Shane.
Hello.
Fucking hell! I might as well go on the fucking touchline now. I just don't understand the nonsense. It just goes from bad to worse. Look, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who's on that touchline, right? Because it ain't going to happen. All of this nonsense isn't going to happen. And Steve fucking Cooper, man. What's he going to bring Aurier with him and fucking Jesse Lingard to do fucking TikToks with fucking Dele Alli? I mean, what the fuck is this nonsense?
Listen, but Barry, do you know the worst thing of all is, right? The worst thing of all is, if Steve Cooper becomes manager, that's the best thing that could ever happen. It's the best thing that could ever happen, because the absolute annihilation and destruction of Tottenham, that could be the final piece of disaster to just send the fans completely right. Okay, now we'll leave you out. You know, imagine we announce Steve Cooper as manager, the reaction from the fan base. It could be what finally pushes. Do you know what? I'm Steve Cooper in. I'm Steve Cooper in, man.
we might get 15 players if Steve Cooper comes in. 15, 16 players, but they'll all be shit.
And there'll be stop gaps.
Stop
Yep.
gaps. Man.
Yeah,
Shane,
maybe you're right, actually, Stel. Maybe it is Steve Cooper in, yeah. Let's get it trending.
Steve Cooper in.
Steve Cooper in.
My life, man.
Shane, what's your thoughts on the game? What are you thinking right now, Shane?
Oh man, I got up 6 o'clock in the morning to watch that dross.
Oh,
Absolutely
man.
dross. I was bored in the first half. The second half, I was a little bit more interested in it, but man, you were talking about Conte. Has he lost? I don't know what you guys have been saying. I've been out and about, but has Conte lost the dressing room?
He's lost Richie with Charleston.
Yeah.
We never had Richarlison. We never had him.
No.
But if a player comments like that about Conte, it's never good.
Oh no, it's not good. I would like to be the fly on the wall when Conte speaks to Richie tomorrow, because that's gonna get back to him. Because he literally called out Conte.
Listen,
I mean,
let me tell you something. Sorry, go on, Shane.
no, you're right, Stel.
No, I was just going to make a stupid comment. It's all right. You're going to talk logic.
Me talk logic. Stupid. Oh God. I am over wanting Poch back. These people who think it's going to be all glorious when Poch comes back, I don't want him back. It's not the sexiest football we're playing right now with bloody Conte in charge, but look at the end of last season. We were playing sexy football under Conte. What's changed between now and then? It's yeah. I'll go along with it. Steve Cooper in.
Come on, man. Listen, I'll tell you what the conversation is going to be tomorrow. Conte's going to say opinions on Danny Roy.
Oh, that was. Did you hear Dave Rose's?
No, I want to hear it. I just want to quickly just say what Conte is going to do tomorrow. He's going to be in the training ground. He's going to go, Richie, hey, Richie. Right. Richie's going to go over there. Yes, boss. You see me? How many trophies have I won? 7, 8. Yes, good. And you? How many trophies you win in World Cup with best Brazilian team in 20 years? How many?
Zero.
And then he's going to do this. Romero, good. Come here. Tell Richie about World Cup. And he's going to walk off. And he's just going to...
No, do the Scarface accent.
That's a Conte move. That's the kind of bitchy move Dietrich does.
No, do the Scarface accent. With the Scarface.
Scarface accent?
Yeah, like in the movie.
I always tell the truth. Even when I lie.
Yeah, I heard you talking about Romero. He's seriously got to get some counselling, anger management counselling. Jesus Christ! Some of those tackles today, I was shocked he wasn't sent off earlier.
And the bad thing is that move. You remember I was speaking to Dietrich and Scott about this. You remember that counter run by Leao and Romero? Was excellent against him. If it was anybody else of our defenders, Leao scores. It's 1-0. So that's the frustrating thing. He does a great defense there, but then he gets the yellow card 7 minutes later.
Shane, do you know? In fact, everyone can relate to this. maybe not Dietrich's because he doesn't drink, or I don't know if he's ever drunk, but you've had those nights.
Never in my life.
Never in your life. Okay, yeah, you're a pussy. Once in your life, or once upon a time in your life, you'd find yourself in a situation where you're out with your friends, and you've got to be somewhere early evening, maybe 8, 9 p.m. But somehow you find yourself out at 5 or 6. You're like, okay, I'll have one or two. I'll have 1 or 2 drinks with you guys. But listen, I've got to go. I've got this planned, or I've got this assignment to do, or my wife this, or I've got to be up early. You know. But somehow you still go out for 1 drink, right?
Yeah.
1 drink. And then 8, 9 o'clock, you're having a great time. It's really good night. And all your friends don't have any plans. And they gone to the next place. And you're like, all right, listen, be quick. Let's just one more, right? One more. And now it's 10 o'clock. You're like, fuck, you're late. And you've already sent messages with your excuses. You've already bought yourself an extra hour or 2. And then it gets to that point where you have to make a decision. Are you going to respect and honor the plan that you had for the day? Or fuck it, let's go. And you blow everything in your life up to go out and get fucking carnage because you don't want to miss out. You have the best night of your life. Everything's great until the next day when you wake up. Everyone hates you. All the people you've let down never want to speak to you again. You've got this bill for like £200-300. Like, fuck, did I spend that? What the fuck? We went to a bar called Willy Worm. Where the fuck is Willy Worm, right? And it's just your whole life begins to improve. Right? That's Romero.
And your breath smells like bad tequila.
Your breath smells like bad tequila. The tequila worm is still in your throat. You haven't even woken up at your house. You've got to figure out how to get home as well now, right? And that's Romero. He goes running down the wing. He sees a play with the ball. He knows, no, Kuti, go home. Go home. And he looks at the ball. He looks at the player. And he says, fuck it. Bang. That is Romero. It's that 9, 10 o'clock at night when you know, just go home. Just go home. He can't help himself. He's got to have another 10 drinks.
But you see the tackle, for example, he did to Haaland. I don't have an issue. I think it's a good thing. But when you do the same thing to other players for no reason, then I have a problem. Haaland, it's good. He was scared the entire game, but then when you do it to a shit player, why would you do that?
Dude, that second tackle was insane, man. It
was worse than the first. That second tackle. Why? Absolutely why? I got the Daddy Rose comments pulled up because Alexander brought up. It was hilarious. I actually saw the video. The video is up. It was today. Daddy Rose on Tottenham Hotspur. Dan Rose says, I've heard Daniel Levy said something about signings haven't been great. It's bizarre. It's bizarre that because I'm sure I said something like that 6 years ago and I got fined 2 weeks' wages. But here we are. His facial reaction is classic. His face, I don't know if you guys can see it. His facial reaction is just classic when he said it. He actually had a face on video, and I'm just like, oh man.
Listen, man. Listen. Did you see what Simon Jordan on Talk Sports said?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear.
Mari.
I didn't hear what he said. What did he say?
Are we allowed? Can we put the video up? Are we allowed to show the video, or is that copyright?
I don't know.
There's no copyright if you play a video from another.
It's copyright.
How is it copyright though? If it's not video footage, it's not football footage, because Terry Flewers does it all the time. He puts up videos of people speaking on shows.
No, you can do it, my bad. So
put
you
it
can
up.
try.
Get it up, Simon Jordan.
Oh, he has. But he has to pause every 5 seconds and comment, so it won't be copyright.
No, I think every 15 or 20.
15 or 20 seconds, yeah.
In fact, not even that. I clip TalkSport. I put up 45-second videos. I've never been copyrighted. Anyway, he said something like, Tottenham should stop pretending to the fans that they're about winning trophies. He goes, just end all this nonsense about glory and trophies and stop taking money off the fans and telling them it's because you want to win trophies. Tell them what you really want to do, because we all know now it's not for trophies. That's Daniel Levy's friend. That's Daniel Levy's friend. Oh my God. Oh,
you know, with friends like that, who needs enemies? But he's damn right. We don't give a shit about trophies. You know, Conte's done no good. It only got to the quarterfinals once or twice in the Champions League. So why would he expect us to do any better in the Champions League? He just doesn't have that Champions League pedigree. You know, I'm more pissed off about the FA Cup loss than the loss tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's funny enough. The only other team more stuck in the mud than us right now, PSG, because the expectations with them, it's total meltdown, because no one respects the French league. They're going to win it. You know, their team is built to win the Champions League. They don't even score a goal. I mean, I'm talking about us not scoring a goal in the tie with AC Milan. They haven't scored a goal, and it's, you know, they can share in our misery. It's, guys, it's going to be bad. This is nothing. This is nothing. We're gonna have to fast forward to end of May, because I know, Stella, you say 50-50. I'm on 95%, 95 to 5. Is gone. I think he is checking out. He's like, look, I've lost 3 of my friends. I'm a gallbladder surgery. I'm missing the missus and the daughter, and back home. You know, he said, this is the drop, and you got me. You said that you backed me. Out of all the signings, the most successful one from this past summer, there is one, because Perisic is now shit. All right, he is shit. All right. What's his name? Spence is the French media gave him one of the most lowest ratings that you could ever give a player to Spence. Then you have with Charleston. We don't even need to go there, right? But Suma is injured. I mean, like, literally, we have not backed this manager, and then
We got Dan Yuma.
And then Yuma, well, this is the one that which is wild. We hijack an Everton deal. Everton hijack for this player who's not even good. Like, we hijack, and that's like stealing. It's like, I'm trying to find an equivalent. It's like a bully taking a candy bar. Don't bully take a candy bar from a first grader or something. Like, poor Everton, right? Yeah, this guy's going to play, and we just snatched the deal, and the guy doesn't play because he's not good enough to play. Trust me, if he was good enough, he would play. All right. People are like, Lucas is playing, right? Maybe because Lucas is better than Juma. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely asinine, ridiculous.
You know,
This-
I don't think he's any good, Mari. But even if he was good, isn't it more telling that we got a guy in for a 6-month loan that the manager doesn't rate? It doesn't, even if we think that he's good, Conte clearly doesn't, so he doesn't play him. So why are we wasting time bringing him in on a loan if Conte doesn't want to play him? That should matter almost as much as whether the player is good or not. Now, in this case, he's not a good player either, but how are we still making transfer decisions with no consultation with the manager? Like, how does that make any sense?
You know
Even
what,
for the
Scott?
people that think that he's great, even if you think that he's great, it doesn't matter because if Conte doesn't want him, who cares?
Scott, it smells like, it looks like, oh, it's Levy, right? The
Yeah,
truth
it's
is,
just another.
it's Levy's imprints all over it.
Mari, when you look
Yeah.
at the Big Six, Chelsea have been the worst Big Six team, bar none, this season. I mean, they've been a fiasco of a football, absolute Hollywood fiasco, right? This is proper dark side Dallas dynasty shit, right? They are through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and we're not.
I said it earlier.
I didn't hear you. Sorry, man. I didn't hear you.
No, I said it's the DNA. I said, as bad as Chelsea is, yesterday in front of their fans, they fought their way to the quarterfinals. They fought for the band. For the badge. They fought in their stadium of Stamford Bridge. They showed more guts than our team today. And we were supposedly in better form, despite the 2 losses. Because remember, Chelsea hasn't scored more than 1 goal for months, let alone scored 1 goal. They were able to pull out 2 yesterday. 2, right? Because Chelsea went as shit as they are. They dig deep and says, no, in our DNA, we have a winning culture. We do have it, though we're struggling. And they pulled it out. Whereas our club is the same old story. Loser mentality. And that's why they posted this and it was debated with people. I said, Jose Mourinho was saying this 2 years ago, this March, that in this club, it is a loser club from the top to the bottom. And 2 years later, it is still the same. There are losers in this club, and it starts with Daniel Levy. Losers.
Yeah. Drug dealers. They're drug dealers, Mari. They're all drug dealers. They're the only supplier of the drug called Tottenham. We're all addicted. We can't get off this drug because if you get off the drug, you have to change the drug.
How do I get clean?
You either go to the moon or you move into a cave. But unfortunately, at some point, the chemicals stuck in your veins will come back and you'll be back at the drug dealer. The problem is the drug that we've got, like with drugs, you go on a high, then you go on a down. We're on the down bit. This is a very unique drug. It's just a constant downer. There's no high with this drug. I'm telling you, Levy, Enoch, Joe Lewis, they're all drug dealers. And they're the only supplier of the drug that we want. And we're addicted. We can't come off the drug. We don't, and they know, the dealer, right? They know, the supplier knows we can't shake off the habit. They know it because they know we can't go and do other drugs. We can't go and do Arsenal, can't do Chelsea, can't do Man United because the Tottenham drug is so deep in the vein that this addiction is next level. And they know it. They know it. They know we are hardcore hooked. So they keep feeding it to us.
But still, you can love the same drug, but you can change suppliers.
No, there's only one supplier of the Tottenham drug. It's
Yeah,
Enoch
but
Levy.
but how about you find the same? Like maybe you can find another supplier that has the same one.
They're the only one. They're the only ones that can hand over the supply to someone else to run it. They're the only ones. This is it. This is what I'm saying. They're drug dealers. I did a whole video on it today. I said Spurs are run by drug dealers. We're run by drug dealers. Honestly, I've got a picture of a guy with all drugs in his jacket and a drug deal going on in the bottom corner of the thumbnail. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
We're all hooked. We're all addicts. Listen, tomorrow morning, we're going to wake up and we're going to want another hit of the drug. And we'll go on YouTube, we'll watch videos, we'll watch fan cams. And we're just taking the hit. We're just there's a different way. See, there's different ways you can take the drug. You can put it in your mouth. You can inject it. You can rub it on your lips, on your gums. You can take it in liquid format. There's many ways you can take the drug. You know, YouTube is one format. Podcasting is another format. Going to games, buying. There's lots of different ways you can take the drug, and they know that. So they keep putting the supply into the system. They're geniuses, honestly. Fidel Castro, right? Fidel Castro must look at Daniel Levy and think, top G. What a top G, man. You're so, classy, man. That's classy.
Pablo Escobar's got nothing on Daniel Levy.
Oh, Pablo looks at Levy. He's making notes. He's like,
yeah.
It's so bloody true, though. We're all addicted to it, and we just can't get off this drug called Tottenham.
I'm telling you, I mean, Shane, I mean it. Daniel Levy and Joe Lewis are drug dealers.
I'm agreeing with you. I think that's bloody spot on.
Yeah.
You know those soap operas or telenovas. You have shows like EastEnders and stuff like that. Spurs are like it's like soap. It's like one of the shows like EastEnders where it's just things goes from shit to bad. You can see it, right? There's some good moments, but you just know the drama is gonna come. You know it's gonna go bad, and it is. It's just you just know that. Okay, we beat Chelsea. Yay! Something bad's gonna come along, and that's losing to Sheffield, losing the Wolves, and now losing to AC Milan. And then they'll get their hopes up because they'll win. You know what? I can guarantee we'll win against Forest. We'll win against Forest, but we'll get our hopes up. Yay! But you know what? I couldn't speak for myself. I can give fuck all for top four. But like Barry,
Murray, do you know what?
I agree with Barry. I'm like a steak. Well done. I am done. I don't care. I watch some of the games, but for me, it's a failure. It's top four. I don't care if we finish third. I'm done. I'm done. I am done.
Listen, Murray, if we beat Forest on the weekend, and I think it's an if, God knows anymore. If we beat, because Romero might be injured now, he hobbled off. I don't know whether it's just a bruise or, but we'll find out. I mean, but if we beat Nottingham Forest, you're not going to see much celebration online after. People will be like, because the season for us is done. No one. This is the only season, in my opinion, ever where Spurs fans don't care about top four. This is the only season I think Spurs fans won't care about it the way last year when we got top four with Conte and we beat Norwich on the last day. It was a big party in the we were loving it. Every year we've got top four, we've always celebrated it like, yes, we did it. This year, I don't think fans are going to celebrate it. I don't think fans even care or look forward to it. I think the tide has turned on that. Like, no one gives a shit about it anymore because it's been 12, 13 years. Well, you're a fraud, Dan. And this is what happens to frauds. You get exposed. We warned you. We told you. But no, you didn't want to listen, right? You didn't want to listen. You kept telling us. Listen, Dan, welcome to the party, man. Welcome to the party, brother.
And fix your wall as well, Dan, yeah?
Fix your wall before your parents beat you up. So,
No, you're spot on, Stel. I'm done. I don't care if we make top four because it means nothing. It means nothing. So I'm looking at the bigger picture, and for me, top four means absolutely done. I'm done. It means absolutely nothing to me.
I'm not going to games no more. I don't care. Do you know? You see, you see, Nottingham Forest, the game was sold out. It was sold out. Tonight, the last time we checked, there was 2,000 tickets available. 2,000 tickets available, Murray. They put their tickets up on the exchange, the ticket selling system. That's just tonight. When people wake up tomorrow and the depression really kicks in, I bet you there's going to be 5,000, 6,000 tickets that people. I'm not going.
Yep.
I haven't put it on the exchange yet. And I bet you there's another 2,000, 3,000 people just like me that couldn't be bothered to go and do the work. Tonight, tomorrow when I wake up, once I've had my breakfast and I start working, I'll go on the exchange. I'm just going to put my ticket on there. I'll put it on there. And I think there'll be another 2,000, 3,000 people like that. And I don't think people are going to buy it either.
But the other problem is the drug kicks in then, and you'll start to get a withdrawal from it, then you'll be hooked again, and you'll want to go again.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, Shane, there's different ways you can take the drug. So I'll probably watch the game. I'll still watch the game online. So I'll get my hit, and that's enough. That's enough for them, isn't it? Because they'll still make money.
Visually addicted. You're still visually addicted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Still visually addicted, and they make money from online, from TV subscriptions and pay-per-view and
revenue. And...
Yeah. They'll still get something out of me. They'll still find a way. They'll still do it. You know.
I want to know this F1 kart track they're building. Whereabouts are they actually building? Is it
underneath the south stand?
It's a go-karting track, not
go-karting track.
Yeah.
It's F1 go-karts.
F1 are sponsoring it because Lewis Hamilton, the British Formula One driver.
I know Lewis Hamilton.
Sorry, Shane. He started off his career in go-karting. He became like a go-karting champion and all that. So F1 are sponsoring it in the hope that they can find the next Lewis Hamilton. But we know why they're doing it. It's because they're going to make fucking loads of money because it's part of the amusement park, isn't it? Disneyland. Levyland.
It gets me so mad. It's a fucking joke. Like,
I know. Yes, Murray. Yes, it's a fucking joke.
Doesn't have an F1 go-kart strip club like at this stadium. Like it's ridiculous. And people back to do. He's bringing more revenue to our team. They're not spending the money on our players. It's a fucking joke. It really
preach, Murray, preach.
Like, and this team, like, oh my god! And people did their research. Like, Joe Louis, Banks. Do you know that Real Madrid has to be bailed out from the Bank of Spain? We are more financially well off than Real Madrid. If you're talking about pure cash, not merchandise, like it is ridiculous. That I can't even put into words. I cannot put into words. Like the NFL, you know what? No, I have no problem. You know, it's a stadium. You know, people use the World Cup if it comes to England. You know, no problem with that. But an F1 track, hotel, like, fuck it, put a strip club in there, right? Adult entertainment, right? That's adult. You can't get more adult than that. It's a joke. It really is it's a joke. And then what makes it worse? Because Daniel Levy, right, great businessman, how come he has still not get naming rights? There've been new stadiums, the LA Rams, right? New stadiums pop up arenas. They get naming rights. It's been 4 or 5 years, and we don't have a naming right. Who is he waiting for? Oh, he's a genius. He's just waiting 5 years. 5 years in the stadium. If you don't have naming rights, right?
We employed somebody to get the naming rights done.
Huh?
We employed somebody to get naming rights done.
Yeah, like, is it that hard? Like, this club is a joke. We own the record of every incompetent, 3 transfer windows without doing transfer. The long period of not having a coach for 70 days. It goes on and on. The Beyonce, you mentioned it, Stell. Like Beyonce, we lost a license because we couldn't add an additional day. Only Spurs could fuck up a concert. We bottled the concert. We bottled the Beyonce concert. Fucking Spurs. Bottled a freaking Beyonce concert. You can't make this up. You can't write this up. You cannot make this up.
Murray, do you know what cracks me up? The strategic developer from Manchester United has left his role to come to Tottenham, right? And I saw people online saying we've got the strategic developer. He's come to Spurs, and I'm like, what is a strategic developer? Like, so what does that do? Was he? So anyway, so I called up my friends at Man United. I said to them, guys, do you know anything about this? Like, we'll get back to you, we'll find out. And they spoke to them, got back to me. Yeah. So basically, he's an ex-high-level banker. So he's got nothing to do with football, this. So this isn't strategy for like a plan. Like, no, he's a banker.
Yeah.
He's a banker. What does he do? Well, he assists Man United in increasing revenue streams. I'm like, what? No, wait. Now, check this out. Haas from Hotspur Hood. He contacted me a couple of days ago saying, "Still, you know, you did that video. You spoke to people inside the club." I'm like, yeah. Did they hear about this? And then Haas went on to say to me, everyone in the club got called into a team meeting. And the team meeting was that we've lost £50 million, right? So the account said there's a £50 million loss. And Levy has told everyone, we need to find new revenue streams. We need to find new... Okay. Okay. And at the time, I said, Haas, no, I haven't. Now I went back to my friend at Spurs. They said, yeah, there was a meeting, but they don't know if that specifically was mentioned. So I can't confirm it. But Haas has got a friend who works at Spurs, and they said that to Haas. So when 4 days later, Spurs announced that they've taken the strategic officer, and I found out that the strategic officer at Man United is to develop and bring in to increase income streams. I'm like, hold on. What Haas said adds up with the employment of this guy. That's like click.
Yeah.
So all these fans that were on Facebook saying, yeah, we've got new strategic plans, we've got new strategic. Do you know what you're talking about? Like, do you actually understand what you're fucking saying? We've actually got more plans. Murray, Beyonce, Gaga, NFL, Skywalk, go-karting, strip club. Murray, there's more coming. They've got more plans, man.
Don't forget the cinema and the motel and
apartments, hotels,
the gentrification of Tottenham High Street.
Yeah.
And we're looking for more revenue streams.
Yeah, and we've just taken Man United's guy to come and help us do it.
Wow. That's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. I'm telling you, we are the gift that keeps giving. I mean, I will say this club gives content creators, Spurs content creators, so much to put out there, because we're the gift that keeps giving. I kid you not. We are the gift that keeps giving.
Do you know, I actually believe now.
I'm in the mud. Look, I'm in the mud. Yeah, I know, Anonymous. I know. I'm in the mud.
Do you know what? You got to feel sorry for fans like Barry. He really, really wanted to believe. He really wanted to. To be honest with you, I still believe Conte might stay there. So maybe I might be in the fucking mud soon.
How can you feel bad for him? He's a deluded those shit.
Yeah, but you're not a man because you haven't honoured your bets. Until you honour your bets,
you're a bitch, Dietrich, because you don't honour your bets. At least
yeah.
when I say something, I hold my hands up and said, I'm in the mud. Yeah. You don't go, I've made a bet, but I'm not going to do my bet. And then I'm going to call everyone out for being a bitch. But actually, I'm the real bitch.
And Barry, please go onto Tottenham away Monday night, the party stream. Go towards the end of the stream, the last 5 minutes, when I did around the table. I said, right, Wednesday, Champions League. What are you saying? I think Will said 3-0. He said 2-0. Someone said 1-1. Someone said, Dietrich, I'm telling you, we're going to win the Champions League. We're going to Istanbul. So for you to call Barry out now.
Dietrich?
So for you to call out Barry now, yeah. I swear to God, man. I swear to God, Dietrich, you are something special, man.
So now you're gonna expose me on stream. That's not nice. Man.
You exposed yourself. You exposed yourself on Monday. You exposed yourself. It's online.
I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning of the season, I said, "Oh, we're getting the quadruple." Barry more vocal. And I was like, "Barry, I agree with you. We're winning the quadruple. We're winning the quadruple." At the beginning of the year, we got this. We got this.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't hurt anymore, right? So it actually
doesn't hurt.
What have I lost? Actually, if I said we're going to go out to Sheffield United, we're going to go out to Nottingham Forest and everything else, everyone will be going, fucking hell, this guy's miserable. Give me a gun, whatever, or a rope. So look, at the end of the day, it's a bit of fun, and it is what it is.
Mate, listen, I'll tell you now, man. I said it at the start of the season. I'll give you my predictions after the January window shuts, because we'll be in a top 4 race. Conte will get us there, and then whatever business we do, that will decide it. And the only business we did that was of significance was Porro, and we needed a lot more than that. This season fucked up in January when we only signed Porro, and then when we lost Bentancur and Bissouma, that took us over the edge, man. And you know tonight, losing that knockout game, Conte has never won a knockout game in Champions League football. He's never done it. He's never done it.
But let me ask you this:
he made it through to the quarterfinals. So he must. I'm sure he made it to the quarterfinals.
No, never.
He got to the final of the Europa Cup and lost to Seville.
He never made it to the after.
He's never won a knockout game in Champions League football.
I think it's the second time in history he made the round of 16s. One with Juve and now with Spurs.
Yeah.
And 2 we beat him. Do you remember, guys? 2019.
Yeah.
We beat Conte.
Oh, good man.
I'm hoping he stays, and I hope his Conte's contract gets, sort of signed up for another year. But it's becoming ever more clear that he's leaving. But I still can hope. I hope he stays.
Steve Cooper in.
Steve Cooper in.
Steve Cooper in. Well, I'm going to end off the stream. I want everybody to say where they can find everybody else's. Feels good to kind of be back and doing a lot of thinking because it takes a lot to run a channel, and that's why I give kudos once again. Congratulations, Tottenham away, 10,000 subscribers.
Thank you, man.
And just a big up to that channel. I think everybody has on here has been on that channel. Open, have any fear in regards to your opinions about Spurs? Yes, congratulations, Stels. Thank you, Anonymous Worm. And so,
He's using my tactics diagram.
Yeah.
yeah. And so just big up, and I think this is what keeps us, saying that we could meet up like-minded, and even if we don't agree all the time, but we know how to banter because we root for a banter club that is Spurs, but no, just congratulations once again to have to mention that. And if you guys are watching, we fluctuated from 15 to 16. Most people, it's coming back, but we got some awesome channels, the network of channels, and so definitely subscribe, like, check it out, and persevere, man, because it's gonna be a bumpy road. Like I'm gonna say it, I've checked out. I will watch the games because I love watching Spurs, but and I need to watch the game if I'm going to appear on people's shows, so I have to watch. But other caring about the top four, to be honest, I'm done after this game. I basically said I'm done, and so we start with Dietrich. Where can people find you?
They can find me inside Stelios and Barry's head because I live rent free. The same.
Yeah.
That's it. Man. Easy, simple. One is bald, the other one's deluded as fuck.
But we honor our bets, though.
Yeah.
That is true. Before we go to Barry, quick score for Nottingham Forest. Do you have a score?
I'm clipping this, Dietrich. So just be careful. Yeah.
Read the room, Maury. Read the room.
Yeah.
6-0 for Forest. 6-0.
6-0 Forest. Fuck
yeah.
Steve Cooper masterclass.
Steve Cooper masterclass.
Well, it's his interview. Steve Cooper's interview on Saturday.
Yeah.
His job interview.
Hat trick by Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson was a hat trick, and we signed Brendan Johnson. He'll be the replacement for
Danjuma. I like the kid. What's his name? Gibbs White.
We could have bought him. We could have bought him from Wolverhampton Wanderers ages ago.
Actually, he's not that bad. Brendan Johnson. I mean, as a young player, but
one for the future, Murray. Yeah, one for the future. He fits the bill.
Potential. Yeah. We can introduce him to Jed Spence when he comes into Tottenham.
Do you understand that Chris Wood has more goals than Richarlison this year?
Yeah, probably. I think I've got more goals than Richarlison.
Barry,
how does Richarlison get away with saying to the media, "I played well against Chelsea and West Ham"? Who told you that? Who told him that he played well?
No, he said when he played, we won games, but when he doesn't play, we lose. In a way, he's insane.
He played today? Played today?
No, but like when he starts.
When he starts, apparently, yeah.
Conte's going to get, like, that comment is not going to
go like it's going to be like Dele Alli. Too little, too late. When Mourinho wanted to kick him out, he got sacked. Something's going to happen to Conte.
Yeah.
Sure. That's true. Barry, where can everybody find you? You have a show coming up Thursday, right? Every Thursday.
Yeah, later on today. Well, you can find me and my receipts for Dietrich's being a bitch and honouring his on Shelfside Spurs show 7:30. So in 15 hours time or something like that. Stel will be on, Iggy will be on, Bobby K's going to be on. We just hit 1,000. So yeah, so that's
I'll go and subscribe.
man. So yeah, come and have a look. We're not going to talk about the football tomorrow. We're just going to have fun. We're going to do a quiz. We're going to have some laughs because there's no point talking about football, right? So
I'll go and subscribe to your channel.
Guys, if you have never seen Surfside,
Shirt side shelf. Shirt side shelf.
Barry
Shit
and
side. Shit side.
Barry and Reds, they do an awesome job. It is a very, very unique show. You will laugh your ass off. Trust me. You watch the first couple minutes and you're ready to laugh your ass off. And it is much needed. It's therapeutic. It's much needed. Please check him out. Subscribe. Get him to 2,000, 3,000, 10,000. Support him. And tomorrow is at 7:30. And your score for the Forest game?
I don't fucking care, Murray.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, we got to score a goal, so I'm just going to say 1-0 Spurs.
Okay. All right, we'll go to Mr. Stell. We're going counterclockwise.
Yeah, you can find me on Tottenham Away. Explain to everyone in the comments why Dietrich hasn't honoured his bet. And lying to members of the public because Dietrich's ran away from his duties. Now we're live tomorrow as well after Barry's show. We're going to do a fan show, probably 9:30. It's scheduled for 9:30, but if we go later, we go later. As soon as they finish, we're going to go live. And if you want to see entertainment, come and watch it because that Stefan guy, the Goon, is going to come on and fuck me. Oh my God, he's not going to shut up. Shut up, man. I'm telling you, God help us. Do you know what? I'm not even going to argue with him. I'm just going to let him believe his own shit. Just going to let him believe his own shit. And everyone else do it. So yeah, anyway, yeah, that's us tomorrow.
Okay. Shane, where can people find you? Find your wisdom.
I'm not doing too much socially at the moment. But I jump on Will's show when I can. So, and congratulations, Stell, on 10K.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Good to see you and Iggy, Iggy and JP and everybody else are doing well over there. So,
yeah, Will Stewart's part of the channel as well now. He's he's joined. So. Yeah, no, thank you, Shane.
Yeah, but I'm just floating around. Yeah, not doing much nowadays. I might get back into it a bit more later, but not at the moment. Mental health issues at the moment, so it doesn't help.
We've all got mental health right now. I'm telling you. We've all got it. We've all got it.
Yeah, 100% correct. Mental health is very important. Spurs does not help it. Does not help it at all. I will be back next week, next Wednesday. This is when Spurs Lounge comes on. I think we draw 0-0 against Forest. I just think it gets from worst to worst, and
Imagine we lose.
And then don't care. If we lose,
it doesn't matter, Murray, because Liverpool playing Bournemouth at 12:30, so Liverpool will be fourth by the time we kick off. So, yeah, it won't matter.
Okay, yeah. Are they 3 points behind us in the goal
3
differential?
points behind us obviously they got like a +9 goal difference ahead of us after they slapped United 7-0. So
is it equal games played, Barry, or not?
No, we're still no, because obviously they'll play and they'll go above us, and then
No,
we'll
no.
play.
Right now, before we both play.
No,
is
they've
it?
got a game in hand.
So if they when they beat Bournemouth, they go above us and
Level on games.
Level on games before
But then we play at 3
Fuck's
o'clock, so
sakes.
then
Yeah,
they'll have
yeah,
another
yeah.
game.
A game in hand, yeah.
we're so fucked because we have to go to
Plus,
Anfield.
Brighton have 3 games in hand on us, and they're
They-
only 7 points behind, and they also play us. So effectively, it could be 4 games in hand.
Is that Brighton game at their ground or our ground?
Ours, but we know what
Ours,
happened
yeah.
last year. Remember, because you called me and Iggy out when we lost 1-0.
I'm going to be delusional. I'm going to be a bit delusional and say we're going to win it 3-1.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, Shane.
There's
Nothing wrong with being positive and deluded.
I agree with Shane. I think we're going to beat them 3-1, 2-0, something like that. I think we're going to get a result against Forest, but I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think it's going to change anything because as soon as we play Man United, as soon as we play Newcastle away, as soon as we play Liverpool away, we're going to get fucking taken to pieces again.
Oh yeah,
Just you know what's coming.
oh, they're kicking our ass. They're kicking our ass.
Oh mate,
All we've got to be fine with is we play Nottingham Forest, we play Southampton, and then we don't need to talk about Spurs for 2 weeks because there's an international break.
is Southampton home or away, Barry?
Away.
You wait. Yeah, you wait and see that one. That's the one we need to watch.
James Ward-Prowse masterclass.
2 free kicks, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Romero gives them both away.
I have a question. Does the red card does he get punished in the red card?
No. You're not allowed to answer. You're not allowed until you do your bet. You're not allowed to communicate, speak. In fact, stop breathing. Stop breathing. Stop
be
breathing.
careful. Please. Be careful. If I come in London, I'm gonna find you. Just be careful.
Yeah, the only thing, no, Dietrich, it will be. I'll answer because I'm being polite. It carries over to the next round of the next competition.
Thank you, Barry.
If we somehow scrape the
Thank you,
Europa
Barry.
Conference League. Thank you. Yeah, calling me out all fucking stream now.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
Your name as well, Barry. Oh, mashallah.
I will say this. Well, 2 things. I can't wait for Iggy's next video because
Good morning to you all. Good morning.
I mean he's gonna have to be a little bit happy because AC Milan did advance. So I mean, so he has to somewhat be happy.
It's true.
And then the second thing is, I just thought this up because someone mentioned the Conference League. To be honest, the trophy, if we do qualify, it would. I almost wish we would rewind to last year, and we actually went for it. I know the way we got eliminated because of the COVID whatsoever, but if we had taken that seriously, maybe we've done some work to finally win a legit trophy, not counting the Audi Cup. To kind of bring some kind of something winning to our losing culture. But
Murray, I can guarantee you right now, if we end up in the Conference League, we're not going to win it because in the group stage, we are not going to play our starting 11 because it will risk us getting points in the league. So we'll go with the B team. And you know what happens as soon as a B team player puts on a Spurs shirt? we look like the worst food you've ever tasted.
Yeah, no, it's true. It is so true. And I just want to, before we sign off, just give a big up for those who have come on. And big up to Jacob. Big up to Mr. Fett. Big Carl in the house. It's been a while, brother. Thank you for my return. Scott was on the show. Big up. Phil P. Mr. 10 Inch was in the house. Luca, All the originals, of course, Mr. Steak, Mr. Alexander Hilton, Bryce, my dog, my boy Bryce. Still didn't get you on the show. Adam, man, Dre. These are my boys. They're back. Dre's on there. Of course, Nick is on the show. And who did I miss? Daddy Kariaku. Yeah, he's in the house. Bryce, Brian, Graham. Just a big up to everybody who's come on. Anonymous Worm, Kyrian has jumped on, and so just a big up to you guys, and it's good to be back. And gosh, it's so hard for me to say come on Spurs because I just don't care. So
Just end it with a fuck you, Spurs.
fuck you, Spurs.
Fuck you, Spurs.
I'm out.
Steve Cooper.
Steve
Cooper.
in. Cooper in.
I'm
Somebody
out.
in.
Cooper in.
Cooper in.
Steve